Dear students, myself Mallikarjun Zuratti, chemistry lecturer in BBVS Independent PU College, Vidyagiri, Bagalkot. In this video, I am going to solve another one model JEE chemistry paper with solutions. You know students, chemistry questions start from question number 26 in JEE exam. Therefore, 26th question is the electronic configuration of silver atom in ground state is. See the question once again. The electronic configuration of silver atom in ground state is. Remember the ground state. The options are given here. Option A means option number 1, krypton 3d10 4s1. Option B, xenon 4f14 5d10 6s1. Option C, krypton 4d10 5s1. And option D, krypton 4d9 5s2. The electronic configuration of silver atom in ground state is. Students, silver means Ag has the atomic number 47. Remember, atomic number of silver is 47. It is a soft, white, lustrous transition metal and it exhibits the highest electrical conductivity, thermal conductivity and reflectivity of any metal. Students, the electronic configuration of silver. The electronic configuration of silver is written as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p6, 5s1, 4d10. Or this electronic configuration also can be written as krypton 4d10 5s1 because the atomic number of silver Ag is 47. Remember, the electronic configuration of Ag means silver is based upon the placement of silver in 5th row of the periodic table, in 11th column of the periodic table or 9th column of transition metal or D block element. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option 3, krypton 4d10 5s1. Option C is the right answer. Next, question number 27. The charge over anode in a galvanic cell is. The charge over anode in a galvanic cell is option 1, it is positive, and option 2, it is negative, and option 3, there is no charge, and option 4, sometimes negative and sometimes positive. See question carefully. The charge over anode in a galvanic cell is. Students, the anode of a galvanic cell is negatively charged since the spontaneous oxidation at the anode is the source of cell's electrons or negative charge. However, the anode of an electrolytic cell is positive, means cathode is negative, since the anode attracts anions from the solutions. Remember, anode is always made up of negative electrode in galvanic cell. It is important point. Anode always made up of negative electrodes in galvanic cell. Yes, it is one of the theoretical question. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is negative. Option 2 is the right answer. Option 2 is the right answer. Next question number 28. Which of the following aqueous solutions produce the same osmotic pressure? Which of the following aqueous solutions produce same osmotic pressure? Option 1. 1 gram of non-electrolyte solute in 50 ml solution. Its molar mass is 200. Option 2. 0.6 gram of urea in 100 ml solution. Option 3. 0.1 m glucose solution. Option 4. All of the above. See the question once again. Which of the following aqueous solutions produce the same osmotic pressure? Yes, what is osmotic pressure? Osmotic pressure is the minimum pressure which needs to be applied to a solution to prevent the inward flow of its pure solvent across a semi-permeable membrane. And it is also defined as the measure of the tendency of a solution to take in a pure solvent by osmosis process. And solutions having the same osmotic pressures are termed as isotonic or isoosmotic solutions. When we observe the given options, all the solutions have same osmotic pressure. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is all of the above. Means option 4 is the right answer. Option 4 is the right answer. Next, question number 29. Organic catalysts differ from inorganic catalysts. Organic catalysts differ from inorganic catalysts. Option 1 being proteinous in nature. Option 2 being used up. Option 3 by acting at low temperature. Option 4 by acting at very high temperature. In which point shows the organic catalysts differ from inorganic catalysts? Yes, organic catalysts are proteinous in nature and obtained from living cells. Remember this point. Usually organic catalysts are proteinous in nature and obtained from living cells. And inorganic catalysts are the ones which do not include carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, whereas organic catalysts do. Organic catalysts are usually found to be working in biosystems and not usually outside. Organic catalysts include usually enzymes like kinases, invertases and polymerases, hydrolysis. Example for inorganic catalysts are metals like palladium, cobalt, copper, some compounds like magnesium dioxide, etc. Therefore, organic catalysts differ from inorganic catalysts as being proteinous in nature is the right answer. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option 1. Option 1 is the right answer. Yes. Next, question number 30. For the reaction PCl3 plus Cl2 gives PCl5 all in gaseous medium, the value of Kc at 250 degrees Celsius is 26. The value of Kp at this temperature will be. See the question once again. For the reaction PCl3 plus Cl2 gives phosphorus pentachloride. The value of Kc at 250 degrees Celsius is 26. The value of Kp at this temperature will be. Yes, the given chemical reaction is follows as Options are already given here like this: option 1 0.46, option 2 0.57, option 3 0.61, and option 4 0.83. See here, the given chemical reaction is follows as PCl5 plus of Cl2, it gives PCl5. It is in gaseous form. All the reactants and products here are in gaseous medium. Relation of Kp with Kc. Relation of Kp with Kc is given by the formula. We know Kp equal to Kc into RT to the power of delta Mg. Yes, here Kp equal to equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressure. In terms of partial pressure, it must be calculated. Yes, then Kc equal to equilibrium constant in terms of concentration, equal to given quantity is 26. And R equal to gas constant. Yes, R equal to the value, it is 0.0821 liter atmospheric per mole per Kelvin. T equal to temperature. T equal to temperature, it is given 250 degrees Celsius, means it is 250 degrees Celsius is equal to 250 plus of 273, means in Kelvin it is 523 Kelvin. Yes, delta N, it is a change in the number of moles of the gaseous products and gaseous reactants. Delta Ng equal to 1 minus 2 is equal to minus 1, means delta N value is minus 1. Putting all these values in the above equation, we get right here Kp equal to 26 into 0.0821 into 523 to the power of minus 1. If you calculate it, you get the answer 0.61 atmosphere ATM. Yes, this is the answer. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option 3, 0.61. 0.61. Third option is the right answer. Yes, this also calculated in another way is like this. Take the formula Kp equal to Kc of RT to the power of delta N. We know delta N equal to number of moles of the products minus number of moles of the reactants, that is delta N equal to minus 1, where Kp equal to 26 into 0.0821 into 523 to the power of minus 1. We get the answer 0.61 atmosphere. This is also one of the simple method. Use any one method for the solution. Next, question number 31. The intermediate during the addition of HCl to propene in presence of peroxide is. the intermediate during the addition of HCl to propene in the presence of peroxide is? Option CS3CH containing positive charge, CS3. Yes, see these options carefully. The intermediate during the addition of HCl to propene in presence of peroxide is? Students, the reaction proceeds through Markovnikov's rule. The intermediate during the addition of HCl to propene, this reaction proceeds through Markovnikov's rule by ionic mechanism. The initial carbonium ion, here this one, here CS3CH2 CH2 containing positive charge rearranges into more stable, it rearranges into CS3 CH plus CS3 carbonium ion. Students, remember, HCl does not show peroxide effect, thus its addition proceeds through ionic mechanism involving more stable secondary carbocation. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option 1. Option 1 is the right answer. Next, question number 32. What is the business benefits of green chemistry? Option 1, innovating greener products to customers. Option 2, reduced costs associated with waste treatment and disposal. Option 3, greater compliance with environmental legislation. And option 4, all of the above. What is the business benefits of green chemistry? Students, green chemistry is the design of chemical products and processes that reduce or eliminate the use or generation of hazardous substances. Green chemistry applies across the life cycle of a chemical products, including its design, manufacture, use and ultimate disposal. Students, if a chemical industry follows green chemistry rules, it may be benefited by reduced costs associated with waste treatments and disposal, putting greener products so that more and more customers are attracted. Green chemistry following environmental legislation. Therefore, when you observe the options in the given question are all the business benefits of green chemistry. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option 4, all of the above statements. Option 4 is the right answer. Next, question number 33. The oxidation number of phosphorus in BaH2PO2 twice is? The oxidation number of phosphorus in BaH2PO2 is option 1 +3, option 2 +2, option 3 +1, option 4 -1. Yes, oxidation state of phosphorus in BaH2PO2 twice taken as X. Let's see here. Oxidation state of phosphorus. Oxidation state of phosphorus in BaH2PO2 of twice B taken as X. Then you know sum of all oxidation states would be 0 since overall charge on the compound is 0. Then see here, oxidation state of Ba equal to +2, oxidation state of O2 equal to -2. Therefore, oxidation state of phosphorus here P P equal to Ba, it is 2 plus H, 2 into 2 means 4, hydrogen state is plus 1, 4 into 1 plus 2, here 2 phosphorus, therefore phosphorus it should be calculated, therefore it is taken as 2x plus oxygen 2 into 2 4 into minus 2 equal to 0. Yes, then it becomes 2x minus 2 equal to 0 or x equal to plus 1. X equal to plus 1. Therefore, the oxidation state of phosphorus, oxidation number of phosphorus in PaH2PO2 twice is plus 1. Option 3 is the right answer. Option 3 is the right answer. Next, question number 34. Conversion of oxygen to ozone represented by the equation 3O2 gives 2O3 is an endothermic reaction. Enthalpy change delta H accompanying the reaction. See the question once again. Conversion of oxygen to ozone represented by the equation 3O2 changes to 2O3 is an endothermic reaction. Enthalpy change delta H accompanying the reaction. Option 1 is positive, option 2 is negative, option 3 is 0 and option 4 depends on temperature. Students, an endothermic process is any process which an increase in the enthalpy H of the system. In such a process, a closed system usually absorbs thermal energy from its surroundings, which is heat transfer into the system. Students, remember, for endothermic reaction delta H is equal to positive and for exothermic reaction delta H equal to negative. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option 1 is positive, because remember, for endothermic reaction delta H is always positive. Therefore, option 1 is positive is the right answer. Next, question number 35. In laboratory, H2O2 means hydrogen peroxide is prepared by. In laboratory, hydrogen peroxide is prepared by. Option 1, by the reaction of H2 plus O2. Option 2, concentrated H2SO4 plus Na2O2. Option 3, HCl plus BaO2. Option 4, cold H2SO4 plus BaO2. In laboratory, H2O2 is prepared by using one of the reaction. I write the reaction here. See this reaction and remember, BaO2 8H2O plus of H2SO4 gives BaSO4 plus of H2O2 plus of 8H2O. This is reaction. BaO2 8H2O means it is anhydrous barium peroxide. During this preparation, a paste of hydrated barium peroxide means BaO2 8H2O is prepared in ice cold water and then added slowly to an ice cold solution of 20% H2SO4 solution. Therefore, in laboratory, H2O2 is prepared by the reaction between cold H2SO4 and BaO2. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option 4. Option 4 is the right answer. Next, question number 36. In the following metals, which one has lowest probable interatomic forces? In the following metals, which one has lowest probable interatomic forces? Option 1 mercury, option 2 zinc, option 3 silver, option 4 copper. In following metals, which one has lowest probable interatomic forces? What are interatomic forces? Remember, interatomic forces are the forces that hold the atoms in molecules together. Interatomic forces are the forces that hold the atoms in a molecule together. Students, among the given options, mercury has very weak interatomic forces, so it remains in liquid state. Mercury is a chemical element with the symbol Hg and its atomic number is 80. It is commonly known as quicksilver and was formerly named hydroxyrum. It is also named as hydroxyrum. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option 1, mercury is the right answer. Mercury is metal which one has lowest probable interatomic force. Next, question number 37. Alkaline earth metal sulfates has its hydration enthalpy greater than its lattice enthalpy. Dash. Alkaline earth metal sulfates has its hydration enthalpy greater than its lattice enthalpy. Option 1 calcium sulfate, beryllium sulfate. Option 2 is BeSO4. Option 3 SrSO4. Option 4 BaSO4. Option 1 calcium sulfate, option 2 beryllium sulfate, option 3 strontium sulfate, option 4 barium sulfate. Yes. Hydration energy. Students, remember, hydration energy varies inversely with size, and in sulfates of alkaline earth metals, lattice energy remains almost constant. Hydration energy varies inversely with the size, and in sulfates of alkaline earth metals, lattice energy remains constant. The order of size of alkaline earth metals is, remember, the order of size of alkaline earth metal is like this: beryllium plus 2 is greater than calcium plus 2 is greater than Sr plus 2 greater than Ba2 plus. The order of size of alkaline earth metal, it is order of size of alkaline earth metal, size of alkaline earth metal, size of alkaline earth metal. Hence, BeSO4 means beryllium sulfate has the hydration enthalpy higher than the lattice enthalpy. BeSO4 has hydration enthalpy higher than the lattice enthalpy. Students, down the group, solubility of sulfates of the group metals in water decreases. Remember, this is very important. Down the group, solubility of sulfates of group metals on water decreases. BeSO4 is soluble in water is one of the known fact. BeSO4 is soluble in water. Therefore, hydration energy of BeSO4 is more in magnitude than its lattice energy. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option 2. Option 2 is the right answer. Option 2 is the right answer. Next, question number 38. See the given reaction. ROH plus HX gives RX plus H2O is a nucleophilic solution, is one of the nucleophilic reaction. See question, the given reaction, in above reaction, the reactivity of different alcohols is, In the given reaction, the reactivity of different alcohols is option 1 tertiary is less than secondary is less than primary. Option 2 tertiary is greater than secondary is greater than primary. Option 3 secondary is less than primary less than tertiary. Option 4 tertiary is less than secondary is greater than primary. Students, the reaction ROH plus HX gives RX plus H2O. The given reaction is one of the nucleophilic substitution reaction where the reactivity of carbocation that is found during the reaction via SN1 mechanism. Tertiary carbocations are more stable due to positive inductive effect. Tertiary carbocations are more stable due to positive inductive effect of alkyl groups than secondary and least stable primary carbocation. The reactivity of alcohols will follow the order. Remember, the reactivity of alcohols will follow the order tertiary is greater tertiary alcohol is greater than secondary alcohol greater than primary alcohol and the reactivity order of halogen acids. Remember, the reactivity order of halogen acid is written as Ri is greater than Rbr greater than RCl. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is tertiary is greater than secondary is greater than primary, means option 2 is the right answer. Next, question number 39. Arrange NH4 plus, H2O, H3O plus, HF and OH minus in increasing order of acidic nature. Arrange NH4 plus, H2O, H3O plus, HF and OH minus in increasing order of acidic nature. Option 1 H3O plus is greater than HF, greater than H2O, greater than NH4 plus, greater than OH minus. Option 2 OH minus less than H2O, less than NH4 plus, less than HF, less than H3O plus. Option 3 NH4 plus less than HF, less than H3O plus, less than H2O, less than OH minus. Option 4 H3O plus less than NH4 plus, less than HF, less than OH minus, less than H2O. Students, acids are the species who have tendency to give hydrogen ion. Acids are the species who have tendency to give a hydrogen ion. So the order of acidity is it can be written as OH minus less than H2O less than NH4 plus less than HF less than H3O plus, means hydrogen ion. Yes, OH minus, it is one of the base and H2O is neutral, NH4 plus is one of the weak acid, HF is one of the strong acid and hydrogen ion is also one of the strong acid. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option 2. Option 2 is the right answer. Next, question number 40. Amides may be converted into amines. Amides may be converted into amines by reaction named after? Option 1 Hofmann, option 2 Perkin, option 3 Claisen, and option 4 Kolbe. What is the question? Amides may be converted into amines by the reaction named after. Students, Hofmann developed a method for preparation of primary amines by treating an amide with bromine in a aqueous or ethanoic solution of sodium hydroxide. This reaction explains the conversion. See the reaction. Write general reaction here. R CONH2 plus of Br2 and plus of NaOH in presence of water, it gives primary amine RH2 or alkyl, sorry, it's not a primary amine, it's an alkyl amine plus Na2CO3 plus of NaBr plus of H2O. Value balance, the values like this. It is 4 NaOH and this is 2 NaBr and this is also 2 moles of water. Yes, this is the reaction which shows the conversion of amides to amine. Yes, this is given by, or this reaction is explained by Hofmann. Therefore, the correct answer for this question, means 14th question, is option 1 Hofmann. Amides may be converted into amines by the reaction named after Hofmann. Next, question number 41. When ethyl alcohol, means C2H5OH, is mixed with ammonia and passed over heated alumina, the compound formed is. When ethyl alcohol is mixed with ammonia and passed over heated alumina, the compound formed is option 1 CS3OCS3, option 2 C2H5O C2H5, option 3 C2H4, and option 4 C2H5NH2. When ethanol reacts with ammonia, in presence of Al2O3, ethanamine is formed. See this reaction. C2H5OH means ethanol when it is treated with ammonia in presence of Al2O3. Ethanamine is formed, C2H5NH2 plus of H2O. When a mixture of an alcohol and ammonia in vapor phase is passed over heated alumina at 633 Kelvin, we get the mixture of primary, secondary and tertiary amines. Remember this concept also. This concept is explained by this reaction ROH when it is treated with ammonia in presence of Al2O3 at 633 Kelvin temperature, we get primary amine RNH2 plus of H2O. Similarly, this primary amine RNH2 when it is treated with alcohol in presence of Al2O3, similar temperature 633 Kelvin, it gives R2NH plus of H2O. Similarly, at R2NH plus of ROH in presence of Al2O3 at 633 Kelvin temperature, it gives R3N plus of H2O. Means mixture of an alcohol and ammonia in presence of vapor phase is passed over heated alumina at 633 Kelvin, we get a mixture of primary, secondary and tertiary amines. Therefore, the correct answer for this question, means 41st question, is ethanamine is formed Therefore option 4 is the right answer, because in the product side we get ethanamide. Next, question number 42. How many pi bonds are present in naphthalene molecule? How many pi bonds are present in naphthalene molecule? Option 1 is 6, option 2 it is 5, option 3 4, and option 4 3. Yes, how many pi bonds are present in naphthalene molecule? For answering this question, first we remember, and it is very important to know the naphthalene structure. Students, we know the structure of naphthalene is written as like this. Yes, this is the structure of naphthalene. Here each double bond in a molecule consists of a single bond and pi bond. Each double bond in a molecule consists of sigma bond and pi bond. Therefore, in naphthalene there are total 19 sigma bonds. Here totally 19 sigma bonds are present. And among this 6 CC single bonds, means carbon-carbon single bonds, 8 carbon hydrogen single bonds, and 5 from C double bond C bonds. And we know double bond means it contains one double bond, it contains one sigma and one pi. And also 5 pi bonds. Therefore, number of pi bonds present in naphthalene molecule is 5. The correct answer for this question is option 2. Option 2 is the right answer. Next, question number 43. A carboxylic acid is converted into its anhydride using. A carboxylic acid is converted into its anhydride using option 1 phosphorus pentoxide, option 2 sulfuric acid, option 3 sulfur chloride, option 4 thionyl chloride. A carboxylic acid is converted into its anhydride using. Students, answer for this question is known by using this reaction. What is that reaction? See here. Of the carboxylic acid, RCOOH, RCOOH, and it is converted like this, RCO of O and RCO plus of H2O. This reaction takes place in presence of P2O5. P2O5. Students, remember P2O5 behaves as dehydrating agent. In a particular reaction, P2O5 behaves as a dehydrating agent and results in the formation of acid anhydride. For instance, if we take formic acid, HCOOH, formic acid HC, write like this, OH, it forms HC of O minus O, means HCOO, C of O, H, where the oxygen in where the oxygen in brackets is double bonded. The same thing takes place here. We are converting the acids hydroxyl group into better living group. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is P2O5, means phosphorus pentoxide. Option 1 is the right answer. Next, question number 44. Important ore of zinc is. Number 44th question. Important ore of zinc is. Option 1 malachite, option 2 gibbsite, option 3 cryolite, option 4 calamine. Students, among the given options, calamine means ZnCO3 is the mineral of zinc. Among the given options, calamine means ZnCO3 is the mineral of zinc, and malachite means Cu2CO3 OH twice is a mineral of copper, and cryolite like this Na3Al F6, it is one of the aluminium mineral, and gibbsite, it is the mineral of aluminium. It is also mineral of aluminium hydroxide. It is the mineral of aluminium hydroxide. Yes, what is our question? The important ore of zinc is. Definitely the answer for this question is calamine, because it is one of the ore of zinc. Calamine is ZnCO3. Therefore, option 4 is the right answer. Next, question number 45. The IUPAC name of the given compound is. Here one compound is given. See the structure of this. IUPAC name of the compound is option 1 2-methyl porpentine, option 2 methyl isopropyl acetylene, option 3 4,4-dimethyl 2-butene, option 4 4-methyl 2-pentine. Yes, I write the structure once again here. CS3 single bond C containing triple bond C here. This is only single bond. CS3 single bond C, triple bond C, and CH, and it contains one CS3 group here, and here also one CS3 means CS32. Here they given CS32. Write like this. Yes, from where you can start the numbering. Your functional group is near, therefore start here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, fourth carbon atom contain one methyl group, therefore the IUPAC name of this is 4-methyl. Second carbon atom containing triple bond 2, parent chain is 5, therefore it contains 5 carbon atom means 2-pent, and name end with ine. 4-methyl 2-pentine. Yes. Which one option is the right answer? Yes, here 4-methyl 2-pentine means option 4 is the right answer. Yes, numerical questions. Question number 46. In the complex acetyl bromido dicarbonyl base triethyl phosphine iron 2, find the number of FeC bonds, means iron carbon bonds. Number of iron carbon bonds present in the given complex. Acetyl bromide dicarbonyl base triethyl phosphine iron 2. The structure of the given complex are right like this. Yes, here central metal atom Fe, Here I write CO, and here CO. One is 83 of P, and here also another one, 83 of P of 83, and C double bond O of CS3, and here Br. Yes, in the given structure, the iron carbon bond present here, this one and this one, and along with carbonyl group, this one. Therefore, the structure of the given complex, when we observe, there are 3 iron carbon bonds are observed. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is 3. It's one of the numerical question. Therefore, you write the answer like this: answer equal to 3, because in the structure it contains 3 Fe, means iron carbon bonds. Next, question number 47. What is the total number of isomers for a square planar complex M of FCl HCN NO2? What is the total number of isomers for a square planar complex? Students, a square planar complex of general formula MABCD gives 3 geometrical isomers only. A square planar complex of general formula M of ABCD gives 3 geometrical isomers. Gives 3 geometrical isomers only. Take A equal to F minus, B equal to Cl minus, C equal to SCN minus, and D equal to NO2 minus. And we know HCN minus and NO2 minus are ambidentate ligands. Ambidentate ligands. And they are also show the linkage isomerism. This type of ion shows linkage isomerism, ligand shows linkage isomerism. Considering both linkage and geometrical isomerism here, therefore total number of possible isomers is given by in the complex. Total number of isomers is given by the complex is equal to 3 into 2 plus 2 equal to 12. Therefore, answer is 12. The correct answer for this question is 12. 12 is the right answer. Next, question number 48. For a reaction A plus B gives products, the rate law is given by R equal to K A to the power of 1 by 2 B to the power of 2. Find the order of the reaction. Find the order of the reaction. Go to the solution part. Solution. We know the rate law for a reaction is, the rate law for a reaction is R equal to K, concentration of A to the power 1 by 2 B to the power 2. Then order of the reaction. Order of the reaction is equal to 1 by 2 plus of 2 is equal to 5 by 2. Students, remember, the order of the reaction is sum of the powers on concentration so that sum of will be pi by 2, or this also 2.5. Pi by 2 or 2.5 is your answer. Therefore answer equal to pi by 2, or this also can be written as answer equal to 2.5. Next question number 49. The first ionization potential of sodium is 5.1 eV. Find the value of electron gain enthalpy in eV of Na plus electron volt. The first ionization potential of sodium is 5.1 electron volt. Find the value of electron gain enthalpy in electron volt of sodium plus ion. Let's go to the solution part here. Here I write the reaction Na changes to Na plus, means by giving one electron is the first ionization energy, and Na plus by addition of one electron changes to Na. Since reaction is reverse, here the reaction is reverse, so electron gain enthalpy of Na plus is delta H equal to minus 5.1 electron volt. The answer for this question is answer equal to minus 5.1 electron volt. Yes, next 50th question. Reaction of Br2 with Na2CO3. Reaction of Br2 with Na2CO3 in aqueous solution gives sodium bromide and sodium bromate with the evolution of CO2 gas. What is the number of sodium bromide molecules involved in the balanced chemical equation? Reaction of Br2 with Na2CO3 in aqueous solution gives sodium bromide and sodium bromate with the evolution of CO2 gas. What is the number of sodium bromide molecules involved in the balanced chemical equation? Students, first write the reaction involved in the question is like this. It is 3Br2 plus 3 Na2CO3 gives 5 NaBr plus NaBrO3 plus 3 CO2. Students, Br2 is disproportionate in basic medium. Remember, Br2 is disproportionate in basic medium, as 3Br2 plus 3 Na2CO3 gives 5 moles of NaBr plus NaBrO3 plus 3 CO2. Therefore, when Br2 is react with the sodium carbonate in aqueous solution gives sodium bromide and sodium bromate with the evolution of CO2 gas. Here CO2 is in gaseous medium. The number of sodium bromide molecules involved in the balanced chemical equation is 5. Therefore, answer for this equation is 5. Yes, all the best students for your examination. Thank you.